Hey guys, it's Rachich and it's actually the tankiest super boss killer for this price I have ever seen in pathofexile. It's only 70 divines and it kills all the ubers, all the invitations with maximum quantity and also last waves of Simulacrum. So it's really crazy build and soon it can be nerfed. Let's start with a big showcase of killing ubers to the music and then I will tell you more about this build. Hello again friends. I hope you like this video and let's talk about how this build actually deals damage and how we don't die. We deal damage with our Devouring Totems, which we throw as traps, and with Crucible mods on our bow, totems explode on death, dealing 600% of their life as physical damage, that will later convert to chaos. About defense, with our Flasks active we have 82% total elemental resistances, 100% suppressed spell damage chance and maximum chaos res. Also, don't forget about Pathfinder ascendancy that gives us unrealistic survivability due to Flasks. About items. In this build we use rare bow with a lot of damage over time and plus 3 socketed gems. And you can watch how to craft this bow via link in the description. Also, as I said before, you should have the Crucible mod on your bow, with which our totems explode on death and deal physical damage that will later convert to chaos. Other Crucible mods can be for crit chance and damage over time. Next is helmet. As we use many auras in this build, especially for additional maximum resistances, we need to have more free mana. So buy a helmet with increased petrified blood mana reservation efficiency, lab enchantments, and this aura gives us really big boost to our defense capability. Mods should be with suppress, maximum life, resistances, and crafted physical damage taken as elemental. About Eldritch Implicit, do the same as I have. It's a physical damage taken as elemental and increased despair against unique bosses. Buy a quiver with physical to chaos conversion base. Mods are maximum life, strength and resistances. Just crafted with essences of rage and fractured life. The amulet can be anything with attributes, damage over time and whispers of doom anointment for additional curse. As a body armor we use lightning coil that gives us physical to lightning damage taken conversion, and I recommend to buy with 2 plus socketed aura implicit. In this build you should have one unique ring with physical to chaos damage conversion and chaos resistance, and the other ring I recommend to buy synthesis amethyst ring with 2 heralds of agony mods, and if you have enough currency with chaos damage implicit. Next is glows, and it's as gentle touch with despair on hit implicit. It gives us temporal chance curse, enemies are blinded, explosions, and also despair. The belt is the Burden of Truth that gains 12% maximum life as extra maximum energy shield, and also more defense and protection from chaos damage. Last item is boots, which suppress maximum life, movement speed, resistances, and chance to avoid elemental ailments as a suffix and an implicit. I will not talk about every flask that we use in this build, it is a waste of time, just buy or craft the same as I have in passive building, and Progenesis flask costs around 34 divines now, and it gives us a lot of defense, so buy it necessary. Very important mechanic in this build that you should always have your life flask active, because it gives you not only defense, it also gives you energy shield that we spend as mana for our devouring totems. So yeah, without life flask active you cannot spam your totems. About gems, we use 5 arrows in this build, 3 of them we use for additional maximum elemental resistances and also just for resistances because we have many uniques. Also we use Petrified Blood for survivability and Heralds of Agony for more damage over time. I recommend to use Steel Skin for damage protection and bind it on the left mouse button. Withering Step we use against bosses and it gains more damage from withering stacks and also elusive buff. Movement skill can be Flame Dash or Frost Blink, and I recommend to use Flame Dash because it's just faster. In our 6-link bow we have Devouring Totem, multiple totem support, trap support, multiple traps, and power level 4 and divergent cluster traps. Just buy the same skill gems as I have in passive building. Now about passive tree. As an ascendancy we choose of course Pathfinder and take these 4 big passives, order you can check in my pop notes. In this build we use Eldritch Battery node, so it means that we spend energy shield before mana. Next I wanna talk about is jewels. We have only one medium cluster with Brute for Potency and Spike Concussion. These passives gives us more flask charges and damage over time. Also we have 2 rare and 2 unique jewels. First unique jewel is Ancestral Vision that gives us modifiers to chance to suppress spell damage, also applied to avoid elemental ailments. So it's a really big boost to our defense. Next unique jewel is Watcher's Eye, and you should buy something with physical damage taken as any elemental, and second mod can be anything, it depends on your budget. After these 2 unique jewels you need to buy 1 rare jewel with Corrupted Blood cannot be inflicted on you and maximum life. Other jewel can be with maximum life and poison. Now let's summarize this build. Devouring Totem Pathfinder is an amazing uber boss killer for this price. Also it's not the build that can do nothing except uber bosses, like some trappers. You can run maps or 5 daily orbs or even run all waves in Simulacrum, of course invitation. Choose whatever you want. If you are looking for really tanky build for uber bosses and invitation farm, definitely try this one. But if you're looking only for mapping, you should find something else. So thank you for watching friend. I appreciate your likes and comments, and if you want to support me and my channel with some dollars and get an access to a private Discord channel, you should check my Patreon. You are the best, as I am.